everybody. You voted with a overwhelming majority of my one viewer for side quests. So that's what you're gonna get. Alright. Ooh, an infected consume event. This'll be fun. Oh, whoop, that's the main quest. Whoopsies. Ooh, multiple web of intrigue targets. I cannot pass that up. That little meter down there is like my suspicion meter. Like, really? Everybody else is running, but the military is like, nah, I'm good. Okay, Edmund Harper, PhD.
It's 1964, right? The Army built a town. They told people it's to test a self-sufficient base in case of a nuclear attack. They filled the town with a cross-section of ethnicities. Army families from all over. They told them it was progressive. They told them lots of things. And then something happened that was to test their faith.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, damn, there's a lot of web of intrigue targets here. Get over here. Come here. Dr. John Tynes. I think that's how you say that.
What do you think goes on in her head?
Nothing. Her brain was fried by the virus.
She seems...
Yeah.
It
Docile.
seems like she's waiting for something.
Okay. I don't know why that lady was putting up the Chris Pratt, raptor thing. To keep the raptors at bay. Maybe she thinks it'll keep the infected at bay. Captain Emil's or no?
This briefing is Class A1. The Federal Emergency Prosecution Act applies. This is the situation as we understand it. The virus is centering around structures in the city we've designated hives. The infected gather biological material at these strong points for unknown reasons, possibly to generate new strains of the outbreak. What we do know is this. The integrity of the building is stronger, but not immune to attack. A sustained attack of sufficient force in the hive should destroy it.
Yeah, makes sense. Sorry about that, but I had to. As bad as it sounds, I kind of had to grab those web of intrigue targets because they're kind of collectibles. There we go. Come here. Alright, what we got? Nearby military base has amassed troops to push deeper into the city. Destroy the base before they can fortify the area. Oh, that'll be fun. And then after that I'll do the infected one, because I actually want to know what an infected one looks like. Now, is there a way to destroy the base from the inside, or do I have to, just amass an assault? I don't know how to destroy a base, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. What would you do, viewers, if you had the power of a prototype? Okay, destroying a military base. Military bases are defended by both soldiers and armor. They can be formidable opponents. Your powers are generally ineffective against the type of target. Use weapons, hijack vehicles, and devastator attacks to destroy the military base. Ooh. Okay, let's see if I got any devastator attacks. Critical mass boost. Yeah, I don't have a... Grapple slam. Yeah, I don't have enough of these. Knuckle shockwave, pound your fists together to blast. Ground shatter, pound the ground. Okay, yeah, these aren't. I'll grab knuckle. Knuckle shockwave is a tool to create distance between yourself and another enemies. Punch your fists together to create a localized explosion. Charge for increased damage. Yeah, that's how I get a devastator. Okay, because I do not have a devastator attack, so I will have to save up to get one. Yeah, I highly recommend, and I know this is a shameless plug of plugging my YouTube channel, but the reason why I specify, I really highly implore you subscribing to my YouTube channel, because I do post videos every day, and at the same time, comment on what games that you'd want me to, you know, like what games you'd want to see me do, because I am always playing. I specialize in mostly older games. Well, older is subjective, but come here. There we go. And oh wow, rocket launcher is highly effective. I don't know why I was surprised, to be honest, but just pick up this and let me hijack that tank. And yeah, ow. Oh wait a minute, am I pointing at that? Yeah, I'm pointing at the wrong structure. There we go. Well, that was easy. I really think that was easy. Sound button. Alright, I'm just gonna get the hell out of this thing because I see no point in staying in this thing. Now the question is, can I lift this? Oh, whoop, nope. Alright, well, I'm already in it, so I might as well try to destroy those helicopters that are after me, because it'll be a pain in the ass to try to get away from them. Okay, now let's... Sorry, like, it hit me, and, like, that car moved and I didn't. I always find that kind of amusing. Alright. And it... What are you doing just chilling up here? There we go. And I get some health. Let's see. A nearby hive has been attempting to infect other structures. Destroy the hive before it spreads. Oh, okay. That's easy. Oh, wait. Web of entry target. Whenever I see one, I'm sorry, I have to just drop everything I'm doing. Sorry about this. Dr. William D. Weber.
Subject escaped at 22:30 hours after murdering 3 personnel.
Whoa.
Shortly thereafter, it is believed it kidnapped an operative. It is infected with a variant of blacklight virus. Specifically DX1118, a substance whose effects on the human body are poorly understood at best. We have no clue what it is capable of.
Then why were you guys fucking with it? Swear to God, the mass of humanity can be described as fucking with something that they... Or like almost every Outbreak movie or... what else? Outbreak movie, disaster movie, sometimes, like, it's just you were fucking with something that you couldn't even begin to understand. And, like, why? Like, just why? Oh, also, if you did, like, again, another shameless plug for my YouTube channel, if you did miss any footage that you wanted to see, like, the beginning and all that stuff, like, this video will be up, like, eventually. I want to say usually a safe bet is after, like, a week after I film something, it'll be up. And I usually air it at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Destroying an infected hive. Infected hives are defended by hordes of infected and by hunters. They can be formidable opponents. Your powers are generally ineffective. Oh, okay, yeah. It's pretty much the same spiel that they gave me for that. Okay, is the military here or no? Because if not, I'm just gonna throw fucking cars at it. Oh, fuck. Okay. Ooh, APC. And... It's nothing personal. It's just, you're trying to kill me, so... Alright. Missiles. 39,000. Does this thing not have any missiles left? No, it does not, but it does have the turret, so. Oh yeah! Yay, side missions. Yeah, I was thinking about making side missions, at least on the... Cat sleeping on me. Oh, great, that means you're trapped, so you have to watch this content. That is punishment enough. Nah, I'm just playing. Ah, man, I'm kind of jealous because I can't have pets in the apartment that I live in, so... I used to have two dogs. One got stolen from me by my brother for the second time. And the other one, my ex-girlfriend has, and since I couldn't have pets, she took it, and we ended on bad terms. So I'm not about to, I'm not about to go get it back. So, all right, is there anything in this area? Oh, a foot race. That'll be interesting. Tower of Babel. Yeah. But also, keep in mind on my streams, it's an Ask Me Anything kind of stream, so you can ask me anything, and no matter how innocuous or boring, and I will answer it. I kind of feel bad for you, because you were by yourself. Lieutenant Neil Inglis. Whoop, sorry. Knocked my vape over. Apologies.
Sir, we've got a priority situation in New York.
The Idaho runner?
Something else. Sir?
Get the old man on the horn. I want 2 battalions ready to move from Dietrich. Full gear. It's starting
again. What the fuck is that? Okay. Strike team's operational. Oh, okay. Part of it is that they're worried, and I actually understand that. Part of it is they're worried about... Oh, damn it, I'm going the opposite way. Part of it is they're worried about pets causing damage, because cats do have a... Ooh, web of entry target. Sorry. Cats do have a tendency to cause damage to... like, they can cause damage to furniture, so I think that's part of the reason why. Damn it, I thought I saw 2, but I guess not. Sorry about this, man. It ain't personal, but you know something I don't. Dr. Brian McCord. I think that's the only reason why they don't want pets. But this is also a studio, so...
That is a variant of DX1118, still untyped.
In 10 to 15 hours, an outbreak is likely to appear. It is vital that fast action teams are on site within minutes of the first confirmation. We're here to make certain what happened in 1969 never happens again. You all know your duty, whatever it takes.
Okay, time to get to this foot race. Honestly, I like the Web of Intrigue just for the fact that not only does it... Yeah, I find... Like, oh, okay, well, let me finish my thought first. It fills in the blanks of, like, what started this in the first place. And it's from the different, you know, like, people that were involved. Oh, crap. Yeah, it also depends on how the what is it, landlord defines a pet, because like fish, hamster, sometimes ferrets don't even apply as pets. Like if you ask them, they'll be like, oh yeah, you can have a hamster. It's just most thing. Oh goddamn, another web of intrigue target. Gonna have to go after it. But most times when you think of pet, you think cats or dogs. Okay, come here, Lieutenant. I think it's Corporal Anthony Kaufman. I want an alligator. There's actually an animal that you can get that's similar to an alligator.
Blacker than They got no rank, no fucking protocol. They're fucking barbarians. And they're in charge.
Sounds like Blackwater. There is a animal. A friend of mine talked about it a long time ago because he had a bearded dragon, and there's something that's basically as big as an alligator that you can actually own, but they're docile as hell. So like they put it to you this way: they have the means to like like their jaw strength is similar. Like I think their jaw strength is like half of an alligator's. They're just as big as alligators, so like they're about like they grow to like 8 to 10 feet, I think. At the very least 6 feet, I know that much. But you can own them in most states. You have to have a license in the other states to own them, but they're docile as hell and they don't eat anything, or they don't eat like live things. So you can feed them like hamsters or something like that. You can feed them not hamsters, like dead rats or something like that. Lion is basically a cat if you aren't dumb not to feed it. Oh, believe it or not, there's actually an episode of my dad told me about this. There's an episode of Strange Obsessions. I think it was either Strange Obsessions or it was something. And Dr. Howard Lionheart. Okay, hang on. Let me watch the cutscene and then I'll explain the story because it's funny as shit.
Codename Mother exhibits odd characteristics not consistent with DX1118 infection. Whether this represents a natural immunity or something more remains to be seen.
So, what does this mean to our research?
We all agree she represents the best chance we have to crack the virus's defenses.
Okay. But anyway, there was this episode of like, I think it was like Strange Obsessions or it was something where this guy brought home hands. Charge your text by holding the button. A charge attack is much slower but more damaging. There's a chart, like, this guy brought home bought a baby tiger, and he kept it in his, I think it was New York City apartment. And one of my favorite things about it is to the point where it was fully grown, and what it devolved into was he had an issue where like the animal control and like a SWAT team had to come, and like there's videos of them like literally airlifting into his loft apartment, and literally the tiger is swiping at them and to try to trank it. And my favorite thing is they interviewed the guy of like, what did you think? What was your first like thing that something was wrong, Dr. Harris Woodger? And he literally said, well, I should have known something was wrong when the cat hissed at him and he ate the cat.
What is it we're looking at here? The future. As amazing as it seems, he can manipulate his body on the genetic level. The changes are instantaneous. Everything, even the clothing, is imitated. Tissue differentiated and transformed on the fly.
It's very impressive.
I want it on the slab. I need to know what makes it tick.
And it's just like, it just makes me laugh, like, okay, really? That was the one thing that maybe you shouldn't keep a lion in your fucking New York City apartment? Like, you didn't tick that, like, hey, if that thing gets loose, it'll probably break through and try to eat everybody? Like, really? That was your one... Like, really, when your cat hissed at it, like, and it ate it, you didn't think that, like, yeah, maybe something's wrong. It makes them a big cat. Like, oh yeah, no. Like, there have actually been multiple cases of, believe it or not, leopards. I think it's either leopards or cheetahs. They're very anxious animals, especially when they're raised in captivity. So they give them like emotional support dogs to like help them cope with being in captivity.
I think it's leopards.
I want to say it's cheetahs, but it could be either or. It's
no, I watch a lot of stuff on that stuff.
Yeah, same here. Not to mention if you raise a lion or the caretakers that help take care of lions, they're noted that like if you raise it from captivity, it will recognize you and it won't hurt you. Tower of Babel. Okay, hit the waypoints as quickly as possible. Okay, let's see if I can do this. And they have been known to just like kind of nuzzle up to you like a cat because they're literally cats. Like you said.
All cats will be cats, even
Yep.
wildlife ones.
I also always hate those people that are like some animal rights activists, like PETA. I fucking can't stand, because they believe that even dogs, like, that's like a form of like animal slavery, and I'm just like, okay, shut the fuck up. Like, it's like dogs and people have evolved together. Like a dog, if you release it out into the wild, which I'm a really big proponent that you don't do that because they don't have any survival skills outside of us because we evolved together.
Yeah, they're not like cats. You throw a cat out and it knows what to do.
Yeah, it already, like, cats already know what to do because they have a natural instinct to do that. And dogs don't, because they're, I wouldn't say subservient, but they help us survive. Like, there's so much evidence to suggest that we evolved together, so that's why I never understood why they're saying it's like dog slavery. I said, okay, well, if you want to completely completely free dogs, you would have to basically breed them that way.
Cats lived in Europe. The Egyptians, stuff like that, they kept cats in their buildings.
Yeah, but we didn't domesticate cats. Cats domesticated us, basically. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that the whole joke, but like the biggest difference between dogs and cats is that we domesticated dogs, cats domesticated us. Meowing, they don't really communicate. That's not how they communicate with each other. Like, that's actually been proven.
How they communicate with us.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So, like, that's why they kind of joke that, like, cats domesticated us, we domesticated dogs, cats domesticated us.
Cats are smart.
Extremely smart. Mice are smart, too.
Like, they know when you're sad.
Well, so do dogs.
Not all the time.
Usually.
Not all the time, because my dad's old dog was an asshole. He didn't care about nobody.
Depends on how it's raised. But, alright, what else do we have?
Not true. It's called, he just didn't care. He wasn't a people person.
Let's see, high flying, infected patrol, street sweeper. Oh, okay, let's do grind the bones. Alright, let's mark it, and then I could take off running. If you could own any animal, what would you own? And I'm not talking to you, honey, I'm talking to
I know, I see them writing.
Okay. Because I think it would be funny. You know, this may sound like there's two animals that I wish I could own that, like, I just think would be just, like, not even to own just for, like, novelty purposes, just because I'd actually want to know, like, what they'd be like to be like for me to actually have them. One would be an armadillo, and two would be a pangolin. Pangolins are, like, just, I don't know. Pangolins are just so interesting. Have you ever seen them? Like, they can, if I remember correctly, they can curl up into a ball like an armadillo, but they're, like, armored. And it's, like, so fucking cool. But they always, like, have this, like, meek, like, they always have this meek appearance, like they're gonna tell you bad news and you're, like, a king. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my lord, the prisoners, I don't know how to say this, they escaped, sir. Like, they're just absolutely adorable. The second thing would be an elephant. Or, no, not the second thing. Third thing would be an elephant. Elephant would be kind of cool. Elephant. I want a penguin and a fucking whale. If a penguin is gay, it's a bonus.
Who said they wanted a penguin?
Yeah, the viewer. Or having a penguin would actually be kind of cool, but, like...
It won't last.
Yeah.
Because they need that cold...
Well, yeah, but, like, let's just say that you get them, like, I mean, hell, I'll create a house, like, if I got a penguin, I'll create a house in the fridge. I don't give a shit. Like, I'll have them in the freezer just chilling, and then, you know, like, I'll have a little doorknob so you can open it from the inside and hop down whenever the hell he feels. Use the active power to kill as many enemies as possible. Are penguins gay? I know it sounds weird, but are penguins gay? I don't think they... Can they be? I don't know.
You said penguins do what?
Like, are penguins gay? Like, can they be gay? I don't think they can. I don't know.
No.
I don't think so. I don't fucking know. But then again...
They fuck when they go behind and they waggle their tail.
Yeah. Well, they also... Well, it's like it always made me laugh, because, like, oh, yeah, like, monogamy is natural. Like, penguins are monogamous. I'm like, okay, well, penguins are monogamous for one mating season. Like, I could be monogamous for one season, especially if everybody looked like everybody else. Like, there are a lot of cases of gay penguins, really? They like the gayest animal next to the bear, because bears are gay as fuck. Because when they lose a battle, they literally, you know, have sex with the, you know, like the other one, like basically to assert its dominance, like has sex with the other one, like basically rapes it.
They just don't tell you that when they make Disney movies.
Yeah. Well, March of the Penguins was kind of. Oh, damn it. Because I know penguins are very empathetic. Like, having a penguin would be kind of cool. But the problem with but then again, there's penguins in the Galapagos Islands, and I would own a penguin like that, and I would just.
I'm not sure what kind of penguin, because there's like 4 different types of penguins.
Oh no, I know, but there's penguins in the Galapagos Island, and I think it would be fucking cool to just chill out with them. You know, just the game. Like, okay, how, like. There are cases of both gay and lesbian penguins taking care of a lost egg together. Fair enough, yeah. But then you'd have to actually ask the question of, is being gay, like, just completely sexual and not, you know, just, like, them taking care of things? Because, like, you know, there's that whole it takes a village type mentality, too. Because, I mean, chickens do that with goose eggs. There's multiple cases of that, and it kind of makes me laugh.
Girl lions, they call their girl lions.
Yeah.
Their vaginas and stuff. They do, I watched it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, the monkeys, they eat the bugs. I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Good. That'd be cool to just have a Galapagos penguin. I mean, how crazy would it be for me to just be streaming one day and then to just pull out a fucking penguin under my desk and just put it up, like, you know, oh, you want up, and then just me putting it on the desk and having it just walk around like he owns the place. That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Penguins are awesome.
I want a bearded dragon again. I miss my baby.
Bearded dragons are actually kind of nice, docile pets.
I love my.
Oh, I miss hermit crabs. I don't know if you ever heard. I don't know if you ever seen hermit crabs, guys. Hermit crabs are the shit. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. Well, you have to do some things. Like you need a tank, you need a bunch of other stuff. But like they're really.
About, like, other than that.
Yeah, like you won't see a guy walking a fucking. You won't see a guy walking a fucking hermit crab. If you do, maybe you should probably talk to him about it. Know that, but a lot of penguins grow up to be non-binary. Okay, how do you prove that it's non-binary? It could just not be. It could just not be having sex. Like that's like.
Because it probably doesn't know what gender. Animals don't know what gender they are. It's just a natural.
Yeah, but once you start trying to assign, like, okay, like it's a boy, but like.
Well, you don't know that they're a boy. You don't ever see a penguin's dick.
Yeah, but they still may. But just because an animal stops having sex doesn't mean it's non-binary. It could just be that it doesn't want to have sex anymore, or it's past its prime. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how.
Animals don't get tired, man. Especially boy animals. Just like they say, men can produce children even in their 60s and 70s. But
yeah, but animals after a certain point they stop because they can't compete with the younger generation. It's kind of like how there was this one case of. There was a couple cases of these. Okay, get the waypoints as quickly as possible. There was a. Have sex. Well, yeah, but then okay, aren't you like just how do you? But then how do you know what's going on in an animal's psyche? Like animals don't know anything except like instinct and food. That's pretty much it.
Good job. They hump whatever.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make them non-binary. It's just like it's humping my leg. Can you get it off me, please? I mean, hell, I've reached points in my life where I wasn't interested in sex at all, and I was just like, I can understand why a dog can hump your leg and look right at you.
Well, also, boys don't hit that puberty until a certain age. I didn't think about sex when I was a certain age until I hit middle school and high school, where I hit puberty, and then I'm like, ooh, like ding ding, stuff is going on with me.
Well, yeah, but like with guys though, it's kind of one of those things where they want sex all the time, and I'm kind of like, usually once they start hitting puberty and even afterwards, but I know scientists know. But it's also, that's what kind of bothers me is like, okay, how does a scientist know? Like, I like reading research papers in my off time just because
They do. They get paid for that at their job.
Okay, but just because something's your job doesn't mean you do it well. Like, I'm an Amazon associate, but I wouldn't say I suck at it.
Okay, so then what's the point of having police officers and nurses then?
Yeah, because police officers suck at their job too. That we have a whole movement about it.
I know.
That's why I'm kind of like, okay, you can't really judge that somebody's like, well, that's their job. Like I said, yeah, but you can still suck at your job. Not to mention, what is it? Anyway, follow along in the comments. Have you ever seen the movie Ghostbusters? Because Ghostbusters is a really fucking good movie, but it's also a great allegory for how science works in America. Because how science works in America is, the private, and this is how I understand it, because I've actually heard some scientists give interviews about how it works, but there's a hilarious line in Ghostbusters where they literally go like, oh well, like where they're like, oh man, like where's the money gonna come from? It goes like, well, we can go to the private sector. Like, well, no, the private sector, like they demand results. Here we just sit around and do nothing, because as a scientist you can get a grant, and in med school they do this as well, because I've heard this in the medical community where that's why coffee has so many studies about like how like it can reduce your stress, it can increase your stress, it can do that, because as part of, to get your doctorate you have to perform a study. Now, the issue with that, though, is that, like, you could be a scientist or you could be a doctor and perform a study, and a place will just give you a grant just because you're a doctor. Like, the government will give you a grant just to do whatever the fuck you want, which is kind of stupid, because then a lot of experimentation goes on without any real oversight, because the government will just give you money and just be like, okay, just give us the results. And even if if it doesn't give you the results you want, they'll still give you money. And I'm like, okay, well that's kind of a problem, because you want results, which also shows you how much the government wastes money too. But that's a separate issue. But like, it's just, after a while, it just kind of goes like, okay, why am I giving you money to figure out if a dolphin can, like, we can teach dolphin commands? Like, why am I giving you that? Which was a real study, by the way.
Dolphins don't have dicks.
Yeah.
They're non-binary technically too, because you don't see their dicks.
Okay, but not seeing your dicks doesn't make you non-binary. I thought it was just a mental state.
No, it means that you don't know their gender. That's what non-binary is, babe.
Okay, I don't really want to talk about it anymore, but... Alright, let's see. Infected patrol. Nice. Use the armored vehicle to kill as many enemies as possible within the time limit. Focus on marked enemies. Use both the turret and machine gun. Keep moving. Okay. Oh, that means I'm gonna be in a fucking tank. Damn it.
Grouchy.
Okay. Okay, and I ran them over. Awesome. Also, viewers, let me know when you want me to continue the main story, because I will continue the main story, but like kind of at your guys' discretion. Because I'm basically just doing side missions because I'll just keep going until I'm done. So, and I enjoy the conversation. God.
Jesus.
Finding it, I take care of it. Sometimes they later find it either abandoned or zookeeper. Give them one. They do all the penguins aren't purely monogamous. Doubles get the girl, and the girl goes for stones or stealing some. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sorry, I was reading a comment. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I could believe, like I said, I could believe gay penguins are just, oh yeah, we know that they're non-binary. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? Like, I just find that weird. I honestly wonder. I also have no idea how the fuck do they know. Well, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever read that article, or where there's an article that came out fairly recently, and oh god, I hate these rushers. I hate these infected because they just kind of rush you. But there's there's an article that literally says that mathematicians have figured out an equation that figures out that there's a 50-50 shot that we're in a procedurally generated universe, or we're like oh god, what is it? There's a theory for this. It's called the AI theory or something like that, where like we're basically in the Matrix or whatever. I forget the name of the theory, but that's what it is basically. And it makes me laugh because I'm just like, how the fuck do you calculate that? Like, what kind of number crunching, what kind of number crunching do you have to do to be like, oh yeah, there's a 50-50 shot we're actually in a procedurally generated universe, or we're in an AI universe? I'm like, how the fuck? You just want me to take your word for it, or do you want to, like, didn't they teach you to show your work in high school? But show your work a little bit, like. Walk me through this in layman's terms. Like, what do we got? Hell, Elon Musk believes in the, I think it's called the Matrix theory or something like that. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't know how you can calculate that, but all right, I'm not going to take your word for it. When we trash out planet, think we don't have consequences. It's true, we figured out they will shut us down. Well. But then again, that's why in the Matrix they hunt them down and all that stuff. But I would also argue that human ingenuity can outbeat anything. Because I mean, if, in the 1900s there was this article, or in the late 1800s, that there was this article that said like, oh my god, like we need to figure out a solution for this because, you know, back when we used horses everywhere, that oh my god, like New York will be underneath a mound of pit crap, like, or of horse crap by the year, like, like the year 1950, we got to figure out a solution for this, and then like a year later, the car was invented. Like we can, it seems like a lot of people discard human ingenuity, and I'm like, we've figured out worse crap than what we're going through now. But if you think about it, you could probably just. There's so many things that we could figure out solutions for that we either just don't, or we don't hire the right people that do. Or we hire people that lack the will to do it. But then again, oh god, I hate these tank ones because I really gotta shoot like small targets. Okay, 270. Okay, let's see what I got. Oh, okay, sweet. So I got to 210 that time. Okay, let's see if I can get to 270 this time. Honestly, the first Matrix movie was good. The second one and the third one were kind of like, okay, why was this needed? But then again, I'm also a proponent of, like, didn't we say all we need to say with the first movie? Why did we go in that direction? It's also a thing of, in the Matrix, they created AI, and then they realized, hey, like, the AI is trying to destroy us, so they actually showed that they did try to block out the sky intentionally because they were solar powered. Just a little, movie trivia. I know it's kind of boring, but... yeah, I don't find myself that interesting, but, I'm like the opposite of a narcissist. I hate myself. Quote, unquote. But I have a lot of knowledge in weird things. I'm one of those people that, like... I'm one of those people that spent more time in the library and reading stuff on the internet than probably should have, because I was a latchkey kid, so... movies, video games, like, I know a lot of innocuous knowledge that's not going to help me in the real world. Okay. Come on, missiles. I don't know, let's start a question. What's your favorite, what's everybody's favorite movie? I know useless shit. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I know useless shit. That's actually pretty funny, I'll give you that. I mean, hell, I know a friend of mine that can solve a Rubik's Cube in under, like 5 minutes. Or I've seen him solve it in less than 10 minutes. Like, they're like, there's actually mathematic equations that can help you with that. Oh, sweet, man. Us talking and me drunk and rambling has helped me get to over almost 300 kills. Oh man, 305 kills, nice. Cheers, everybody. And then I'm gonna get the hell out of this tank because I really don't want to be in it. Alright, I got a foot race and then I got a street sweeper. Let's do that one. Hey, you know that one of the royal family in like the 1700s had this weird thing that he pissed blue? Well, no, like the guy who told me, what is it, because he can solve a Rubik's Cube in like a couple minutes, and he talks about, like, no, there's actually mathematical equations to do that, but like a lot of it is just problem solving. But he openly admits that, like, yeah, no, a machine can't solve it faster than you can't always solve it faster than a human. Just for the fact is, humans have intuition and gut feelings about the way certain things work. The way the human brain functions is absolutely astonishing. Use the active power to kill as many enemies as in the time limit. Oh damn it! I didn't see the gold thing for it. Oh, whips. Wait a minute, hang on. I might be able to salvage this. Flip kick launcher. Ooh, I'm definitely buying that first. Tenobra, first Devastator attack you have access to. Devastators are most powerful attack. We must enter critical mass to access the ability. Okay. Weaponry, there we go. Oh, no, that's actual weapons. I thought algorithms. I'm sorry, I misspoke. My bad. Because I honestly forget that. I honestly forget that coding and I really forget that coding and mathematics are different. I apologize because that's ignorance on my part, but they're similar in a lot of avenues at times that I can get them confused pretty easily. I apologize. So by mathematical equation, I mean an algorithm. Solve Rubik's Cubes. Yeah, that's the way the brain functions. I mean, hell, I do algorithms in my head all the freaking time, like when I'm playing, I don't know if you're a fan of tabletop role-playing games, but I do a shit ton of those, and I do algorithms on how quickly or how fast a player can do something. It's just the way my mind works. But then again, I'm also one of those people that, if you've ever heard idle hands, like if I don't have something going on, like if I don't have a game, if I don't do this, if I don't do, like, if I'm not writing an article, I will lose my mind. I'm not freaking kidding. I need to do something. You ever see the show, oh god, there's a great fucking show. It's called Person of Interest, where this machine uses an algorithm to calculate the chance for violence on certain things, or on people, because basically a tech billionaire creates a machine, and I mentioned this in my Bioshock 2 Minerva's Den video that'll be up soon. Another shameless plug, sorry. But like I mentioned it in that where because a tech billionaire invents a machine that helps him, that basically can help prevent terror attacks. He does it for the government. He does it for the government because they're trying. It's basically post 9/11. There's a sequence of things. Algorithm for cubes looks like RU stand right. It's kind of close. Huh, okay. That's fascinating. I didn't know that. Thank you for educating me. I learn something new every day from you guys. From my viewers, so. Okay. pretty sure I have to be in the 200s to get the gold. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually kind of fascinating. The more I think about it, the more. But anyway, person of interest. It's post 9/11. They were trying to prevent another terror attack. So this tech billionaire builds a machine for the government that can predict violence, like violent acts, and it separates and it gives it out in a number, which is basically a social security number. Now he creates two lists because he couldn't teach the machine to not separate out threats of violence. So he separated the list in I've never seen Tokyo Ghoul, so I honestly can't speak to that. I probably should watch it because I like anime a decent amount, but I haven't watched an anime in a while. But basically he has the computer separate the lists into relevant and irrelevant. Relevant is like national security, irrelevant is just normal people. But what ended up happening it had an issue with, the irrelevant list was starting to eat at him. So he teamed up with this former CIA agent who got blacklisted basically to help deal with the irrelevant list. But if I remember correctly, isn't Tokyo Ghoul's story where humans and zombies live side by side, and then a zombie attacks the main character, and then he gets turned into a human zombie hybrid? That's the way I understand it anyway. So educate me if I'm wrong, because you already educated me on the difference between algorithms and mathematical equations, so. Oh, okay, sweet. It actually sounds pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. I will openly admit this is the longest time I've talked to a viewer. It's actually kind of nice. Because most of the time I'm kind of just talking to myself, because some of my viewers don't chat. I've spent enough time talking to myself. Okay. Come on. I might have to return to this like I returned to the other ones. Like I said, let me know when, you're done seeing side quests, because I will... Because I'm almost done with it, and I might continue the main story in a minute. Yeah, I know I'm not going to complete it this time. But isn't it kind of, it's one of those things where how do you classify it? At that point, you're just kind of going well, I mean, I don't like zombie. It's kind of there's a show called Santa Clarita Diet, where Timothy Olyphant and Drew Barrymore are married, and Drew Barrymore comes back from a business meeting and admits she got, attacked or something like that. And then what happens is it turns out she's a zombie. And she doesn't have to sleep and all this other stuff, and she feels so much more confident, but she has to eat humans to, survive. So he's so their son's he's so you're saying she's a zombie? He's I don't really like that word. It's got a negative connotation to it. And, it's kind of okay, at that point, what do you classify as zombie? If you have to eat human flesh to survive, that's... I hate to be that guy, but that's kind of what a zombie is, for lack of a better definition, you know what I mean? They have to eat one human once every 3 months. Okay, that's fine. Do they still eat do they eat normally throughout the year, or how does that work? And is zombie a slur for them? Because I think that'd be funny. Hey, don't call me a zombie. I eat other things. Okay, come on. Oh, 5 more and I would have had it. Okay, so an intelligent zombie that, they actually don't. So do you have to eat and sleep if you're a zombie? I'm actually generally curious, because, I mean, I feel like if I was living in that world, I'd want to interview one. What do you do? Kind of reminds me of when my ex was watching that show Beastars. She watched Beastars for a while, and it was basically Zootopia, but like more adult themed. And like basically, if you like Zootopia, you'll like that. And I never saw Zootopia, so I can't speak for it, but that's what I've heard anyway. Look, they can't eat human food because their stomach works different. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. So it's basically like, oh yeah, like I eat a person every 3 months, or like when somebody dies, they donate their flesh to me or something like that. I'm like, I can get down with some of that, Because I mean, theoretically in America, if you can donate your flesh to be eaten. Believe it or not, there's actually like cases of that where like you can. Come on, okay. Because like if it's in your will, they're like, hey, I'm gonna die, and this person's gonna eat my remains. Like they have to. Damn it. Definition for zombies: undead. Ghouls are born ghouls. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so they're not... Okay. And believe it or not, that definition can change as well, because definitions have changed throughout the years. But I can also understand, like, hey, we don't prefer zombie, we prefer... Like, I can see them just going like, hey, we don't prefer zombie, we prefer ghouls, because, But, like, I will openly admit if I was in that world, I'd be like that guy going like, well, that doesn't make it sound any better, man. That, like, I'd honestly say keep zombie, that makes you sound cooler. Ghoul just makes you sound creepy. Like, cause I'm black, cause I'm black, and like people say like, hey, no, we're not black, we're African Americans. Like, no, just keep black, it's cooler. Okay, 94. Alright. Okay, there's like a bunch of them down there too. It's like Latina and black, just keep those. Like that's cooler. If you say you're African American, like that just assumes that you're literally like someone like Trevor Noah. He's African American. He's actually from Africa. Like I don't have any identity with Africa anymore. But we're halfway there. What happens if a ghoul, like, okay, like, so, like, in that world, like, I don't mean to keep replaying this event, but I'm, like, so close that I'm like, okay, I have to keep playing this, but, like, okay, so, like, in that world, let's just say, okay, I'm sorry, like, I'm kind of laughing as I'm thinking about it, so, like, let's just say you're a ghoul, like, when you get locked up, do you get locked up with humans, or, like, how does that work? Because I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm gonna think twice about... Like, I think that's, like, a legit concern, because, I mean, like, if a ghoul's locked up with a person, they could just eat them, like, it's kind of like being locked up with Jeffrey Dahmer, like, that motherfucker will eat me if I turn my back, you know what I mean? Like, I think I have cause to be a little concerned. Like, at that point, you gotta create, like, a separate prison just to house them. That would actually be a decent investment, too. Okay, almost done. Supplements, they only give them like special ghoul prison. Most ghouls are just shot on sight. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense though. I mean, you can't go around just eating people. You gotta actually have like law and order. Like if you go crazy, you gotta... God damn. I might have to get different upgrades to complete this event. Well... let me rephrase that. To get to gold in this event. 169. Alright. Let's see, what else do I have? I got 1 silver, 1 gold. That's alright. I can deal with that. Okay, I'm gonna continue doing the main quest now. Oh, whoop. Nope, ghouls are shot on sight even when not eating anyone. Oh, damn, that's kind of a problem. But I can understand how that's a little, like, nerve-wracking. Because, like, hey, you can't just... I mean, okay. you know, and I understand, like, there's, like, a whole, like, you know, discrimination thing of, like, hey, I don't just eat people, but, like, okay, could you really hang out with somebody knowing that they theoretically killed and ate somebody in the past? They're ghoul investigators, they're, like, Black Watch to zombies, oh, shit. Yeah, okay, yeah, but, like, I think that's a good question. Like, okay, let's just say Jeffrey Dahmer was, like, released and not killed. Like, could you really, like, work with that guy knowing that he killed and ate several people? Yeah, ghouls have to hide. Yeah, that does make sense, but again, they're, like, again, man, like, you know, would you really feel okay if they were released?
If they can track me, they can track Dana.
Mm. Stop the military from discovering the safe house. Let's go with claws. Okay, well that's kind of cool though. But like even then, like okay, like let's just say a guy comes out to you like, hey man, I have to eat people every month. Like, would you be okay with that, or would you? It's also one of those things where like and I understand that whole, like, you know, like, because they haven't done anything, and then it also depends on if a ghoul counts as a person. Like, some people would say no, I would say yes. Like, if you can't tell somebody is a ghoul, then, like, you know, maybe you should... Yeah, if you can't tell somebody's a ghoul, then maybe, like, you know, yeah, I would say change how you feel about them. If anyone overheard you, you are dead. Yeah. Both, yeah. Area marker. The area marker indicates C block can take a okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if I could... Knowing that guy ate somebody at some point, I don't know if I could do that. But then again, it's also, like, one of those, like... It's kind of like a natural instinct. You know what I mean? But then again, there have been multiple people that have been cannibals throughout the years, so I'm kind of like, you know... Like maybe I'll soften my position on it. If I found out my best friend of like a couple years ate a human at one point, I'd be like, are you still doing that, or did you stop? Like, I mean, like, 'cause if you stop, then we can, you know, like, we got something to, you know, hang out about. But cannibals are, it's a weird gray area. Personally, I don't think somebody should be demonized just because they, you know, they have to do something that, you know we have to eat, you know. But I'm also one of those things where, like, it's kind of different when it's an animal, and then it's different when it's people, you know what I mean? But then again, there's also this, there's this interesting book that a friend of mine was reading, and she would send me passages of it, because it was so crazy. It was called, there's a difference. Ghouls have to do that to survive. Cannibals do it for fun. I mean, I would argue that, but like, there's actually a decent argument to say, like, hey, they don't do it just for fun, like, they do it to eat. You know what I mean? Like, but then again, I think there's also the softness in the argument of, like, it's different when you don't have to do it to, like, to literally survive because your stomach doesn't work that way. Because, I mean, cannibals can, you know, they like eating it. Like, they like eating it. So I wouldn't say they do it for fun, but they do it that it tastes the best. I would say, like, you know, to maintain their level of comfort. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like that's a weird line to be like, well, they do it for fun. I said, well, they don't do it for fun. They do it because it tastes the best. Like, I mean, like, if you could eat a ribeye steak every day, I mean, hell, I'd do that. But then again, that's also, I like steak. Like, but I would argue it's a little different when it's a person. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, also, ghouls can drink coffee and water. Yeah, well, so it's not totally hopeless. I should really watch Tokyo Ghoul at some point. Honestly, one of my favorite animes was Psycho-Pass. I watched that years ago. I'm gonna throw you at a helicopter. I know it won't do a lot of damage, but it's amusing to me. There we go. Alright. Oh, what the hell? problem starts with hybrids, yeah. But I'd also argue once they start intermingling, then, like, you know, maybe people can accept it more. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but, you know, that's just my theory anyway. I mean, there's a lot of military personnel. That means there's probably a... yep. Yeah, I should really watch Tokyo Ghoul, because I've heard so much about it, and I haven't watched it. That and Attack on Titan, but I have, like, no desire to watch Attack on Titan, to be honest. I watched, like, I want to say, like, 4 or 5 episodes of the first season, and I was just like... And like, a friend of mine's like, well, how do you give it a fair shake if you don't watch, like, at least the first season? I'm like, because I don't want to hate watch something. Like, if I don't like what I'm watching, I don't really want to hate watch it, you know what I mean? Like if I don't like it, like, I'm not gonna watch it. Oh, they can't mingle. Okay, yeah. So, like, basically, he's, like, the only person that, like, hey, I got turned into this, I have no idea how, but I gotta deal with this problem. Okay, I can deal with that. Is that what... Okay, what is with the mask? That's what I want to know. Like, what... Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to eat here. There we go. I'm trying to eat here, man. Quit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Gonna jump down and... Like what is with that little gas mask that they have? Or that the main character has? Because I don't understand it. I know I sound kind of weird saying that, but it's like, okay, I've never watched the show, so I don't understand it. And honestly, when I say that, because I used to be really into anime, like, it makes me sound like a grumpy old, like, fuck, like, I don't understand that. That wasn't anime when I was a kid. Fuck, there's like one in does that it's born, and then there are a few fake hybrids. Oh, that's interesting. That also brings a whole new level to, like, if a chick bites you during sex. Or if a guy bites you during sex, for that matter. Alright. Person of interest. Get here. Boom. No, I know, but, like, if, you know, you have to eat, like, if I have to eat flesh, you'd think twice about it.
Who the hell are these Black Watch guys?
All you need to know is you'll be taking your cues from them.
They can't see the face. Oh, that makes sense.
I'll do whatever is required, but off the record, what the hell are we doing here?
There's 2 types of war America doesn't want to find itself in, Major. One is nuclear. The other is the one we're fighting right here now.
It makes sense, though. Like, you know, you don't want someone to see it eating somebody. Big no for a goal. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't want you to know who they are. Man. Give me this car. Oh, damn it. Okay, yeah, there's a strike team inbound. Big no-no for a goal. Okay, that kind of... Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah, I should really watch it. Like, because it is a popular anime. Like, how many seasons does it have? Isn't it on, like, its 5th season or something like that? Because I know it's been ongoing for a while. I just never watched it. It wasn't one I was interested in. It wasn't on my radar. Okay. You're starting to piss me off, Strike Team. Oh yeah, you're not gonna be good for long, motherfucker. There you go. Yeah, that's what happens, man. And there we go. 4 seasons, last 2 completely different from the manga. Yeah. See, I don't read manga, but I don't mean that as a snob. I just was never get a chance to. Oh, he's a doctor. I didn't know that.
Director McMahon, share your data with the captain.
Mercer of Zeus rebuilds on a cellular level, a shapeshifter. Use the DNA sample you recovered to synthesize a pathogen. Inside Zeus, the pathogen may generate a possible cure.
Understand your mission? To inject the weapon into the target, Zeus, and bring him in. Sir, with respect, all indications are that
Mercer isn't a he, it's an it. I will debrief you when you complete your mission. Dismissed. Captain always did have difficulty seeing the bigger picture.
Okay, sorry about that. Sure. Oh crap. Whoop. Sorry, I'm just plugging in my vape, ladies and gentlemen. Oh crap. Whoop. There we go. Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to. Yeah. There are Quinks, there are half-ghouls that are built different, so they're more on the human side of things. Oh no, they misgendered. Oh no, they misgendered Mercer. That's funny. Hey, you're a cool viewer, man. At least you have a sense of humor. Some people, yeah. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. You gotta remember, this was made before the woke military. There we go. Come here. Just a hole right through you. Okay, I gotta lose in the military. Oh, wait a minute. There's a helicopter up there. There we go. Evade the military. And... yeah, mayday, mayday. There you go. 25,000, nice. A lot of civilian casualties, though. I don't like that. Then there are organizations. Oh god, there's more to this. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that infected. I'm gonna go for that infected mission. Yeah, let's see, what upgrades can I get now? Yeah, I'll get the air dash boost at this point. Combat, ground shatter drop, long range throw. Long range throw is good. Hunter dirt nap. Hunter dirt nap is good. Ground spike graveyard devastator. Oh. Oh yeah, I have 22,000. Whoops. Consume boost. I really need to get that at some point. Ooh, person of interest. Or web of it. Oh crap, there's two of them. Damn it. Okay. Hang on. I'll read your chat in a minute. Come here. Basically, ghouls have an organ called a kakuja, which makes cells called RC cells. Ghoul have a lot of RC cells to make them ghoul. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
She wasn't infected naturally. She was a damn test subject.
Oh, dumbass.
This whole thing stinks. We're being set up. Results we've achieved. Where do they go? They just vanish. What are you going to do? Whatever I have to.
What the hell? Oh, crap. don't want to lose this web of intrigue target. But something happened to the controller. Okay, there we go. Don't know what the hell happened, but... Worst part about it is it reeks of as soon as I land. It's like he recognizes me. James Lyon.
Zeus's memory problem might be an advantage we can use. Familiar people, objects, places. These seem to restore memories to Zeus. This restoration is painful.
It can hurt Zeus?
During these moments, Zeus is vulnerable. The more we know about it, and the less it can discover, the better off we are. We can also get creative.
Ooh, like Fort Kaguna is... Oh, damn! That's crazy. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. The more you tell me about this anime, the more it kind of makes me want to watch it. Not only does it make me want to watch it, it makes me want to run a tabletop RPG game in that world. Because it sounds pretty awesome. I don't know if you've ever played like D&D and stuff like that, but there are a lot of games that world could fit into. Dungeons and Ghoul. Fuck you. Come here. Okay, let's see. A nearby hive has been attempted to affect... Okay, yeah. Just basically bring down hives. Well, no, there's a bunch of tabletop RPGs. Like, they recently had an Avatar one come out soon. I'm waiting, because I backed the Kickstarter, so I'm honestly... I already have the core rulebook. I'm just waiting on the, I'm waiting on actually getting it physically, because they've been having issues, because it came out during COVID, so... And then they got a Cowboy Bebop one that I am definitely going to back on Kickstarter before the Kickstarter's done. Come hell or high water, because I'm a huge fan of Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is actually in my top 10 best favorite animes. Then Trigun. Trigun and Gun X Sword. Really huge fan of those. And... Ooh. Let me switch to muscle mass. That'll help a little bit. Because I'm basically just going to be throwing buildings at it. It's almost done, so I'm not going to hijack a tank at this point. There we go. Yeah, I've always loved, like, the whole tabletop RPG element. Like, there's a couple that are like World of Darkness that I really enjoy. Just because they're... like, not only do they take place in the I wouldn't say quote unquote the real world, but they take place in the modern day, and they actually, it's basically more like a supernatural, like think of like the show Supernatural. There we go, Strike Team Strike. Oof. It's basically like that. It's actually a lot of fun because you're hunting like spiritual monsters in a modern day world. There we go. A lot of fun. There's also Vampire the Masquerade. There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it honestly makes sense. There's a show that's kind of like that that's called iZombie that's really good. I highly recommend it. I've watched a couple episodes of it, or at least I watched it a while ago, and a friend of mine told me to watch it further because he says that I'd really like it. Basically, she's a zombie that works as a mortician for like a crime scene analyst for the police. And what she does is she eats brains to learn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She eats brains to like get clues for anybody who's watching this later. An ordnance officer controls distribution of weapons within the nearby base. Consume him to upgrade Alex's weapon skills. Oh, sweet. I can do that. Yeah, I should probably watch it. Well, I'm glad that you're watching me, Ord, because I'm kind of laughing at the fact that like I'm the only one streaming Prototype, so that's why you're watching me. But a view's a view. Hopefully I'm putting on a good show for you. So. And one of those guys turned around. I don't know how he didn't see me, but alright. Damn it. Okay.
You're about to be dead.
Sorry. Oh, I moved another inch. Come on. Oh, damn it. And there we go. It's probably because it honestly makes sense if you think about it, because in Mercer and the Blacklight virus, they actually made an actual, I would say, an argument of why they're so intelligent, because they still maintain their human intelligence, but them absorbing biomass actually gives them its memories. Think of it kind of like the Flood. Think of it kind of like the Flood from Halo. If you absorb a target's biomass, then you absorb everything that it's come into contact with and everything that was, quote-unquote, that person. Like I said, if you ever... I highly recommend watching Rowan on YouTube, Roanoke Gaming's videos on it, because he explains it so much better than I do, because I honestly suck at explaining a lot of things. But it honestly makes sense, because it's probably the closest thing... Ooh, person of intrigue. Oh, 2 persons of intrigue. Is it my birthday? It's alright. Get over here, man. But it's probably the closest thing that they can make to that, to be honest.
You telling me Washington can't do anything? They're declaring martial law. Don't they need...
You listen to me, Harvey. They don't need anything. They're in charge. They've been doing this for years. To them, this is just status quo.
This telephone call has been interrupted for national security reasons under the Emergency Powers Act.
Okay, I gotta get that other one. Whoop. Get over here.
Sir, we've got the USS Reagan on the comm.
This is Palace Command. What's your status, Citadel? This is Citadel Command. All hands report stations ready. Jets fueled and ready for overflight of...
Oh, really? That's actually interesting. Maybe the person was inspired by it. I mean, look at the person that did My Hero Academia. I have a friend of mine, Angie, if you're ever watching this, hi. Sorry, I'm going to talk crap about you for a little bit. Oh, well, not even crap about you, I'm just going to say something. She doesn't like the fact whenever I bring up the fact that, what is it, My Hero Academia is basically the X-Men. Like, if you look at it, it's basically the X-Men. And she's like, oh, so the X-Men has this, the X-Men has that. I'm like, almost, oh, and like, she kept mentioning all these heroes in My Hero Academia. I said, yeah, this person does this person does that. Like the creator literally said he was inspired by the X-Men.
I might be able to get you close to McMullen. The news has been showing an endless loop of Blackwash scientific teams turning up at Hive. Those teams have to be working for McMullen, right? If they are, then one of them has got to know how to get to him. Get into one of those areas and draw McMullen in.
McMullen is the key to all of this. McMullen is head of research. He knows what happened to me. I need to draw him out.
I think this is the part where I learn about There But I think this is also the part where I learn how to sabotage infection detectors. Oh, person of intrigue target, gonna have to veer off course. God damn, you're making me can't wait for the... There we go, come here. Sorry man, it ain't personal, but you know something I don't. Brian Zermano.
Injecting it into chimps? This was Carnival 1, you understand. We got amazing results. Boosted intelligence, increased strength. We were all expecting something pretty dramatic and hope right after we introduced Carnival 2. What happened? Nothing.
What the hell? They're both tricked by a zombie, then later a mad scientist experiments on them and makes them magic. Yeah, it kind of... Yeah, kind of makes sense, but I mean, you could... I would say a logical progression, but I mean, if you think about it, that's a lot of origin story. That's a couple people's origin stories if you think about it. But I can see if the person was well, when did Prototype 2 come out, and then when did then when did Tokyo Ghoul come out? Because
I hope McMullen's not in the middle of that mess.
Found a consumer commander among the survivors. Oh crap. Oh crap. Well, where's the commander? That's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna destroy that hive. That'll keep them from spawning. Okay. 212 for Prototype 2. When did Tokyo Ghoul officially come out?
Confirmed. Strike package en route. Over. Strike package. Report to the kill zone.
Okay, yeah, this is a building. And... Oh, fuck. Damn it. And... keep those sons of bitches from spawning. Oh, strike team destroyed. Nice. February 17th, 20... It makes me wonder if this is another, what is it, okay, so let's see, February 17th, 2012, Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, it could be that they were working on it at the same time and they just had the same thought process. I mean, that happens a good amount. Because I honestly don't think that Prototype 2 stole... Oh, ow, damn it. Oh, come on, man, you killed the commander. I needed that guy. Okay, sweet. There's another one. There's another commander.
The outbreaks seem to be centered around these areas. The focus, as we've seen, seems to be these buildings. Secure all marked areas for possible insertion of Director McMullen for direct study. He won't touch down until all sniffers read nominal and make sure none are destroyed.
Engagement protocols?
Anything it takes to clear the ground. When it's all clear, sound off.
That's 2011, okay. But even then, it could still be that, because you got to think that games are in development for multiple years, so it could just be that they had the same thought process and did it. I mean, is it like a cut and paste, or is it like a it's similar but not the same? That's all I'm wondering. Yeah, there we go. Because, I mean, like, you know what they say, you know, similar and not the same. Okay, yeah, so, like, there's key points that are the same, but they're like, as long as it wasn't a cut and paste. Like, I don't want a Fortnite, like, when Season 8 came out for Fortnite and Apex had just come out, and in the I think it was Season 8 of Fortnite, literally came out with a character that looked just like Lifeline. At that point, I was like, okay, you're just being blatant now. Like, that's a cut and paste. Sabotaging detectors. McMullen needs to believe that the area is clear of infection before he will land. Approach viral detector and press Y to begin the sabotaging process. That's weird. Oh, thank God, I almost fucked up on that one. Yeah. God damn it, you talking about Prototype 2 and Tokyo Ghoul and, like, talking about all these things makes me either A, want to play them or watch them, because, seriously. Because I remember really enjoying the second game a lot, so... And maybe I'll do Prototype 2 before I sign off on PC for a while and do PlayStation 3 games. Okay. Let's head to the landing zone for McMullen. I'm pinned down by my cat. So you're basically being clockworked oranged by your cat. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Evade the military. Evade or defeat military to complete the mission. And... I will say, I think 2 had better combat in some areas as far as, oh, damn it. God damn it, I can't try to kick it again. Bam! I'm in bed and he's just laying on my chest. Great, so you're locked in. Alright. I mean that jokingly, by the way, to anybody listening. Yeah, infected don't heal you as much as regular people do, but they'll do in a pinch. There we go. Now let's see, there are personnel in the area with knowledge of the viral outbreak. Consume them before they move to new positions. Alright. Person of interest targets. Let's go. Like I said, I'm very happy that, you know, to just have someone who's hanging out that I can talk to. Doesn't mind blankets much, so I'm not freezing to death. Oh, that's good, because... I mean, I had a cat when I was younger called Micho that was really nice. Yeah, a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, my uncle was dating a, what is it, I think she was a veterinarian's assistant or something like that, and she trained a cat from her own litter to not mind being picked up, so.
Fact is,
so, like, I would always just, like, she would just sit there, and I would just pet her. She turned into, like, Garfield later on, because she was one fat cat. I will openly admit that. She was happy. And whenever you picked her up, she was like, alright, I don't like to walk anyway. Yeah, that cat, yeah, loved me and my dad. It did not like my mom, which was probably foreshadowing to how evil she was, but... Okay, he's sleeping now. Okay, now what you gotta do is you gotta move him surgically. Like, you gotta be... It's gotta... Like Sergeant Matthew Cobb. Okay, let's see.
Sir, how much longer do we have?
I am from Illinois. A little place called Fox Lake or Antioch. I just say I'm from Chicago because that's what people know, but like literally I was 30 minutes or 45 minutes from Chicago.
Take the losses, point out the enemy, we do the cleanup.
Sir.
Second, they're the public face of this occupation. When the city's burned to the ground, they take the fall.
Like I said, I'm gonna ask me anything. I mean, I live in Kenosha, Wisconsin currently, which is where a lot of the riots, where some the riots took place. But yeah, I'm mixed. My dad was one of the I would jokingly say like one of the the first black people that moved into that neighborhood in the 90s. My mom used to joke, my biological mom, I should say, used to joke that I was the only thing blacker than me was the only thing black in our neighborhood was me, my dad, and the blacktop. No new information. Okay, well, then what was the point of that? Well, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'm honestly waiting for a certain point to end it. I almost gonna move my head. Yeah, cats will do that to you. Oh, person of interest target. I gotta stop. Come here. It's either death by infected or death by me. Dr. Jeffrey Campbell. Ooh, this should be some interesting information.
We knew they were high up. Probably so high up that to see the office of the president, you have to look down.
And what did they have you working on?
Viruses. Odd viruses.
These viruses, would you classify them as biological weaponry?
It would be hard not to.
Yeah. Alright. I want to lay on my side. Oh, another person of interest. Goddamn. I'm just hitting the jackpot today. I'm honestly surprised you're still watching. It's almost midnight over here. Well, it's
so what are we looking
almost
at
1 in the morning over here.
A computer projection of the vector spread. As you can see, 14 days out, the model explodes. The spread is extremely wide, far greater than the Hope outbreak ever achieved.
Damn.
What we think we're seeing is this: lower mortality rate and longer incubation periods. In short, we prepared for a war with the wrong enemy. This is something new.
Heard footsteps, I guess. Uh-oh. Hang on, let's see about upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Ground Spike Devastator, Ground Shatter Drop, Grapple Slam, Holding Human X, hold X, okay. Alright, Survivability. Let's go with Hammer Fist. Oh no, I can't buy that, okay. Yeah, I would say I'm a decent amount through the game, not crazy through the game, but I would say I'm at least maybe a quarter. But I gotta get to a certain part before I wanna, like, as bad as it sounds, wanna pack it in.
Samples you've recovered, I still don't have enough. I need you to go inside a hive. The substance at the center, the material the virus is producing, I think it's the key. With it, I think I can reverse the effect of the virus. And Alex, for what it's worth, I'm sorry it had to play out like this.
Don't be sorry. Just cure this thing.
Yeah. Alright. Gotta head to a hive. Okay, I'm falling asleep. Alright, have a great night, Ord, and you know, I hope to see you in future streams of this game. If you wanna find me, please follow me, and you know, I might be able to fight it. Believe it or not, this is the part that I was actually waiting for, so I'm planning on ending my stream soon, so. It's up to you if you want to watch it. Oh, like, you know, I would like to. If you don't, that's fine too. Sleep is important. Have a good night. I highly implore you to follow this because I will be playing this whole, you know, game. So, have a good night. I hope you have fun. Alright, gotta collect the genetic material. There is a boss battle coming up, so if you do want to watch, go for it, but. Okay, thank you for the follow.
You're a hard man to find. I've been looking forward to this. Who are you? Who sent you? You should pick your friends more carefully, Mercer.
You being here means Karen Parker sold me out.
McMullen wants you on a slab, so that's what he gets.
Okay. Muscle mass. I was a boxer once upon a time. I'm a pugilist. I'm a pugilist at heart.
Watch out for that.
How this guy is just... Oh, fuck. Oh, just took too much damage temporarily.
Your little friends want to come out to play.
Oh, crap. Whoa, that just stayed till the end. warm up and try to stay to the end. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Okay. Because I'm going to try to do this boss battle in one fell swoop, because it's been a while, so... Because after this, I'll finish the mission and then just call it. I'll probably separate this video out into 2 episodes, if I'm being completely honest.
Sting a little.
There we go. Oh no, he back. Oh, come on. But then again, you're also bringing me healthy hosts, which also mean more health.
Nice tricks. Won't help.
Oh crap. Fuck.
Mullen wants you on a slab, so that's what he gets.
Come on. There we go, biomass. Come on. Oh yeah, you're really asking me if that's all I got. Most of your fellows fell to less. Oof. Thank God for the shield defensive power. There we go. Wait a minute, can I get the did I get the regeneration upgrade? Yeah, I did get the regeneration upgrade.
Watch out for that. You're fast. I'm fast. Slow. Fatally slow.
Okay, he's done. Get the hell down here. Infected hive upper east side control zone.
You think you've won, Mercer? You don't even know what fucking game you're playing. Well, I can tell you all you need to know about Penn Station. In a way, I feel sorry for you.
Ah, damn.
Zeus is down. Bring in the containment device.
And he's gone.
Can't control my body. Can't even see straight.
The ejection has rendered your powers useless, but your strength, speed, and disguise abilities are unaffected. I remember the first time I did this.
All fire on target Zeus. I repeat, all fire on Zeus.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did this. What is it? Alex went like, I don't know what that asshole did to me, but I can't transform, and it literally made like it shows you have the claws, and then it shows them disappear. Affected casualties. Okay. Alright, everybody. Well, that's our show for you tonight. I went a little longer than I expected to, but, you know, I had a viewer, so I had a lot to, you know, kind of, you know, you know, they were quite the conversationalists, so I decided to keep going for a little while, but this is also the first checkpoint I wanted to get to anyway, so I conquered a lot more than I thought I would. A lot of the stuff was side quests, but the side quest only took like 5 or 10 minutes, but I want to thank Ord94N, I'm sorry, I don't really know, for keeping me company through all this. And if you like these videos, please leave a like and subscribe, and as always, comment, because that is the best for the algorithm to try to get us traction. Well, try to get me traction. I should be more, direct. And as always, comment below of what you want me to play next and what games you think I would enjoy, because I will buy them and I will play them for you. And I also have a locals community where I plan on doing game reviews and articles soon, so please subscribe to that. And I plan on putting my videos up there for ad-free viewing, or subscribe on Twitch where I stream live, where you get me raw and uncut. That's all I got for you. I'm Evan from Stupidly Awesome Gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night. Good night, Ord949, because he was my one viewer. Thank you. Good night.